So that about wraps it up for this user interactions course with Selenium WebDriver. I wanted to thank you all for being here today and taking your time to watch this course and learn and improve your skills. I'm really glad to have you guys here. Anyway, so what we were able to learn throughout this user interactions tutorial is how to use user interactions with Selenium WebDriver extremely well. We learned a lot of different aspects of the actions class. We learned what the actions class is and how to use the actions class and how to build different kinds of actions. We did a lot of different kinds of drag and drop examples. We did a standard way where you guys learn how to use the drag and drop method. Then we learned a different way of doing a drag and drop, which was a little bit more complicated, but again, another way to drag and drop. And we just learned a bunch of different methods like the click and hold, moving to elements, releasing, building, and performing. After we learned the drag and drop, we learned how to do a resizing example. And we took an element and we were able to resize it successfully, which is another thing that can become useful to you if you're doing things like mobile testing. And that was just a simple click and hold and a move to offset method. After we learned that, we learned one of the best techniques that you can utilize is how to open the network tab using Firefox. Passing in different kind of keys, we were able to pass in like a shortcut to Firefox, and which was Control-Shift-Q to be able to open up the network tab and be able to watch the traffic as the application loads. And that, whenever we're running in BrowserStack or Sauce Labs or in the cloud, whenever we're recording videos or screenshots, it can really help us to debug issues with our automated test because we are able to watch the traffic and we're able to see what's going on with the HTTP requests that the application is sending. Finally, after we got through the network tab, we tried another quiz with HTML5 where we try to do a drag and drop. And you guys probably ran into some issues there because I never taught you guys how to do any of that. And in that case, we had to use a JavaScript executor and this JavaScript file that was created for us to be able to simulate a drag and drop using JavaScript. That's the only workaround right now as it stands in Selenium WebDriver, and so that's what we had to do with HTML5. Finally, I brought to you guys a drawing quiz that I personally wasn't able to complete successfully, but it's no big deal. It happens a lot. Sometimes we run into very hard things that need to be automated, and it's better to avoid it and work on something else that could be much more useful to the business than spending hours and hours trying to automate something that maybe should not be automated. And so that was our entire user interactions tutorial. You guys should have learned a lot by now. You guys are seriously experts. If you bring any of this knowledge to your interviews or to your jobs, you guys will impress everybody, including myself. And I'm very happy to have you guys here today. Thanks for taking this course. Now just go ahead and proceed to the final exam so that you can get your completion certificate and your LinkedIn profile certification upon completion of the exam. Take care.